Good day, listeners, and welcome to the third episode of A Diary of a High School Kid with Sophia, as always, and our very special guest, very special guest for me, my best friend, Rafael. Okay, so our theme for today's podcast is one of course, the iconic high school movies again. As you can see on the past two episodes, we used Clueless and Mean Girls. Now we're going to use the theme of the high school musical as it is related to our very special guest today. So, hi, Rafael. Hello.
Hello.
Okay. So, to give you a glimpse, of course, of our exceptional guest, he's currently in his senior in high school, taking up the strand of STEM. So, he's also in grade 12. He is a consistent honor student. He's an aspiring civil engineer, and he actually passed the U-Star and the UPCA with both engineering courses. So, also, you'll be asking, like, how am I related to him? A little bit of a background of our relationship. We are classmates for 4 years from grade 7 to 10 from my previous school. We might not have a lot of interests, but we fortunately click. We know a lot about each other and we're you know that. And we are very great friends. So now in line with this series, we're going to have a trip back in memory lane from one of the highlights of your life, which is high school. But not only you, I will also be going a little bit of a throwback as of course we shared some experiences or same experiences as well. And not only that, but we will also be tackling the topic of preparing yourself for college. So, are you ready, Rafael?
Di pa ako ready pero start na natin.
Siyempre, ready na yan. Okay, so, what is your first memory of high school? So, we're gonna start really, just easy and chill.
Nung start na my first memory of high school, syempre I remember being nervous and yet excited on my first day of school. Syempre high school yon, iba na yung gagawin unlike ng elementary pa. But one thing that strikes me the most during my high school is that I met a lot of new friends. Syempre, ng mga alam ko siguro second quarter yun or first no grade 7. Then alam mo naman as a transfer student in QCA, starting year kasi yun ng high school. So lahat tayo parang wala pang gaanong maraming friends doon na pwede nating makausap. Plus, nagkaroon din ako ng culture shock noon dahil mo naman yung school natin ang dami rules noon. But after a while, I adapted.
That's really nice. Actually, yeah, guys. So just a little bit of a background. Our previous school is QCA. So culture shock talaga, especially you're from elementary, you're very sheltered, you're just at home like bahay school lang. But eventually when you step high school, syempre there's more extracurricular activities, the subjects are harder. So super culture shock shop, but eventually naman nag-jive naman kami, everyone in the classroom, and we shared a lot of like beautiful memories. So now, this is one of an important question kasi marami tayong mga regrets in life. So what things have you realized and learned during high school that you can apply in college?
Marami akong things na na-realize and learn during high school which I can apply to college syempre. First is that natutunan ko kung paano maging flexible and adaptable. Kasi during high school, marami tayong na-encounter na things wherein yung mga things na yun or such situations doesn't hindi natin inaakala na mangyayari talaga. So in order to overcome it, I learned how to be flexible and at the same time, I learned to adapt. Especially kapag may mga yung mga deadlines, yung nagkakasunod-sunod na. So, kailangan nating maging flexible and adaptive pagdating doon. So, additionally, I also learned on how to work under pressure kasi di ba since grade school up to last year of junior high, which is yung grade 10, consistent honor student ako. So, madaming pressure since elementary pa lang. Nandun na din yung pressure. And I think learning to work under pressure will be an advantage, lalo na rin sa college. And lastly, I also learned how to socialize. And as an introvert person, I don't usually talk to a lot of people. Alam mo naman yun, di ba? But in high school, I realized that it won't help me if I keep secluding myself to a lot of people. Of course, alam ko na it takes a lot of time to open up a conversation, lalo na pag hindi mo masyado kilala yung tao. But I think it will be a lot of help when we socialize with people, lalo na pag nasa college.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with all those things that you have said. Tama yon. So, for me, just to add, I think, of course, aside from what Rafael said, I think one of the things then na siguro I regretted and something na I learned siguro mga late part na ng high school is that valuing your baon, your money. Kasi especially when you're in high school, parang everything is, alam mo yon, parang gusto mong gawin lahat eh. Like you wanna go out with your friends, wanna buy everything, wanna hang out in SM North all the time, alam mo yan. So
Ang tabi
basically,
pa naman ng school yung F.
yeah, so fun fact guys, yun, tabi ng school namin yung SM North. So syempre 'di ba, very ano sa temptation na gumala and of course kumain, uminom ng milk tea lagi yan. So yeah, that's siguro one of my regrets na I should have, know more about valuing my money na if well, it's not bad to spend on yung mga ganung bagay, especially as much as possible when you're younger, experience those. But we have this thing called budgeting na siguro at the very young age hindi mo siya agad malalaman, but as much as possible practice it. Like it's not too late if you're gonna learn it siguro grade 11, grade 12. Like valuing your money starting from high school pa lang, it will really help you a lot in college because in college it will be very different. Like siguro aside from gala and going out, there's a lot of materials to do like projects, there's a lot of things to spend on, especially if di natin alam if you're paying for college tuition fees, and we know how college can be very expensive. So siguro yun yung one of the things. Especially, natutunan ko siya lalo ng grade 11 and 12 kasi I have what you call this, a subject called accounting. And then I didn't like accounting, pero may part doon about saving money. So that really opened my mind on like, okay, value your money, value this, value that. So it's really nice. So siguro that's my fair share. But aside from that, what Rafael said earlier, super totoo yun. Like everything, I won't elaborate it na, pero all of those are really true. Moving on, as we're talking about preparing for college, most high school students dread hard subjects such as math and science. Yet those subjects are vital to what they want to achieve in the future. So for example, me, I don't really like math, but kunyari, there's a person na, I want to be a doctor but I'm struggling with biology. So di ba may mga ganong tao? So a little bit of a fun fact, Rafael here is actually really great in mathematics, kaya nga siya maging
Di
engineer.
mo
But they would always say to me na he hates math kasi nga, of course, kapag complicated na, syempre yun na yung hate mo, lalo na algebra, di ba? Or mga trigonometry, calculus.
especially if may alphabets. Or
Yes,
kaya mga letters. Ganun.
yes. So with that, with your interest, sabihin na lang natin, with your interest in mathematics, of course, kasi yun na yung magiging future mo, especially you're gonna be an engineer. In general, how do you handle hard subjects? So for those na nakaka-experience, not only in math, in different kinds of subjects, what's your tips and stuff like that about it?
To be honest, may love-hate relationship ako sa math kasi math is one of the subjects that I hate the most pero minsan na-enjoy ko rin. And if there are I hate math especially if there are equations that which involves letters and it is difficult to solve at times. So what I do is that I gather contents or materials that will help me to solve those math problems. Siyempre, kailangan ko rin ng tulong bukod sa textbooks. Nagagather rin ako ng mga infos galing sa Google, YouTube, at iba pa. I also train myself to be able to solve math problems. Siyempre, hindi lang tawag doon, hindi lang sapat na yung panandalian mo lang matututunan yung isang problem. Kailangan mo i-train yung sarili mo para maging prepared ka sa mga susunod pang mga problems. And especially involved sa math yung mga word problems. Isa rin yun sa hate ko kasi minsan ang hirap nun intindihin and in order to solve yung mga math problems na yun, kailangan mo ng critical thinking skills. And isa dun yung isa sa nahihirapan ako yun sa ganun, yung sa critical thinking skills kasi minsan alam mo naman sa buga ko. And para ma-solve yan, sometimes I look up into internet which contains same solutions or problems para naman sa susunod ma-solve ko na yung mga ganong problem.
So yeah, so yun, you guys, he has a love and hate relationship, but he will still be a civil engineer. So, di ba? Wow. So, if nahihirapan na siya sa math, paano pa kaya ako? Like, legit talaga. Especially, okay, so I'm just gonna share senior high school. So, of course, we're not classmates anymore. you know, si Rafael, siya yung nag-help sa akin all throughout high school in math. Like, he's one of the reasons kaya ako nakapasa ng math from grade 7 to 10. Like, aware lahat ng classmates ko dyan. But when I step into, what they call the senior high school, of course, I don't have someone. Like, I do have friends, but of course, there is this sense of competitiveness na parang, I want to learn this on my own. Like, I want to be independent. Like, how about in college? Of course, we cannot escape math. Like, it wouldn't be really complicated because it's not related to my course. But still, there's math everywhere. So I want to have this initiation to myself that, of course, I need to go on my own and search. So tama nga yung sinabi ni Rafael na you should, of course, take initiative. If you're struggling and you want to be a civil engineer or you want to be someone na may related sa mathematics, go on your own, search some materials, not only textbooks. Sharper textbooks are already given, but of course, there's internet nowadays, there's YouTube tutorials, there's a lot. And of course, don't forget to practice. That's what I really, what you call this? That's why I can say this grade 12, because I had calculus and trigonometry. So may ganong sense yung math ko for grade 12. I would say super nag-struggle ako, like super bagal kong mag-aral when it comes to it. But because na-enjoy ko din siya in a way because yung feeling na, what you call this? The feeling na na-solve ko siya on my own and I know that my answer is right. It's really a very priceless experience. It's priceless experience or feeling for you. So yun, go on your own way. Practice as always, especially if you're struggling with any subjects. I-practice nilang understand the concept. So parang if whatever works for you, if you want to compare it sa mga ibang bagay, go. Whatever works for you, it will really work. So now to shorten it up, as we're of course we're talking about college, preparing for college and stuff like that. Tell me about your dream. So your dream or your goal is to be a civil engineer, but not only that, of course you have other goals in life. So what? Tell me about your dream and goal in college and after college.
Syempre, you already know since high school that my dream is to be a civil engineer. After graduating on college, syempre, yung course ko na civil engineer, I plan to take board exam like yung civil engineering licensure exam para maging isang ganap ka na licensed civil engineer. Syempre, kapag license ka na, mas alam ko kasi mas madali ka na makapag-apply sa ibang mga trabaho and mas makaka-gain ka ng mga experiences. And after that, I will work on a company and start building up my experience. Siyempre, here muna sa Philippines. And then if I would be lucky enough, I plan to go on abroad to enhance my capabilities. And if possible, I would be able to build a company of my own.
Oh, that's so nice. Actually, yeah, I'm very much aware of what Rafael is, ano yung dream niya. Ever since lagi sabi sa akin na makapag-ibang bansa eventually and to have his own company. So good luck to you in the future. And it's really nice for you to know what what you really want and you're very straight-headed on what you're to achieve your goals. So this is a struggle that high schoolers would face, and that is knowing what they want and what right career path they should take. So how did you know that engineering would be the course for you? Is it because of interest, lifelong dream, family, or peer pressure?
Mostly nung bata ako, siguro more on family siya. Pero nung tumatandaan, as I grow up, yung one ko na sa i-pursue na course, more on na siya, interest. Siyempre no when I was a child, una kong naisip, I want to be a doctor, but it turned different when I learned that I have to learn on how to take blood. Siyempre, takot na takot ako dun since ngayon pa. And ayoko talaga mag-deal na sa needles, pati na rin sa mga medical knives kasi nakakatakot talaga. And minsan nandidiri talaga ako. And the second one naman, siguro nung mga elementary pa ako, I want to pursue HRM and culinary or any culinary course. But later on, nag-iba na kasi nag-gain interest na ako sa engineering, specifically civil engineering. It became an interest to me because I admired on how people make houses, buildings, and even different structures. And there are times na nakakita ko sa mga daan ng mga tawag doon, mga buildings, houses na merong complex and magagandang mga structures. That's why gusto ko i-pursue yung civil engineering. Pero minsan nakikita ko na sa paggawa ng complex and beautiful na mga structures, align din yung architecture. Kaya napag-isipan ko na rin na siguro magte-take na din ako ng architecture. Pero hindi ko kasi kaya kasi di ako marunong mag-drawing. And baka hindi ko rin matapos yung mga plates kapag yun yung pineso ko. Kaya ginawa ko na lang siyang second choice and first choice na lang civil engineering kasi yun yung una ko nagustuhan.
Oh, that's so nice. Actually, yeah. Actually, nung grade 8, a little singit lang sa kwento. Meron kaming subject na parang orthographic, isometric, 'di ba? We would do this like parang it's a basic
Drafting.
introduction. Yeah, drafting. A basic introduction to like parang architecture na siya. I know it's not only architecture, pero basta you have to draw like mga figures. And I remember na super ako nag-struggle. And that's the day na nalaman ko na sarili ko na I don't want to pursue anything to do with engineering or architecture. Like, yun na talaga yung naging sign niya sa akin. Pero ayan, so going back, yeah, of course, 'di ba? It's because ano naman yan eh, syempre nung bata ka, you want to be a doctor, you want to be ano, kasi that's what we really admire, that's what yung mga ideal, 'di ba? Ganun. Pero what really matters is your interest, knowing yourself more, and not because it's because of family and peer pressure. Like those are factors, like promise is a factor, pero of course what really matters is what in your interest, kasi you are the only one who's going to study it, 'di ba? Like you're the one who's going to experience or going to live with it for the rest of your life after college, 'di ba? So that's what really matters. So yeah, that's it. Very short, 'di ba? But very meaningful. So that's I wraps up our third episode of the Diary of a High School Kid, tackling preparing yourself for college. Rafael, any parting message?
Yun lang, kagaya din ng sinabi mo, good luck din sa mga viewers na makakakita nito and I hope na mapapursue niyo yung mga dreams na gusto nyo and yun lang. And thank you din sa pag-invite dito sa sa podcast. Thank you.
So I'm actually really honored for you to be here. Actually, this is our first time talking after how many years? After 2 years yata, no? But it's really nice for you to be able to give time to share your thoughts about about college and your experience in high school. So that's it, guys, and thank you for watching. Bye.